Welcome back. Uber is one company which has radically transformed the way we travel in any part of the world by bringing in convenience of anytime travel. Now you can at a moment's notice get a vehicle of your choice and voila, you reach the place you want in no time. So by getting the vehicles at at the time you want, a chauffeur driven one, you need not own the vehicle, and this has radically transformed the demand for vehicles in this world. And Uber has provided great convenience to the consumers there. Therefore, at the same time, Uber has also caused another trend to change. What's that? The Economist magazine has done some research and says that wherever Uber has made inroads, the the drinking of the people in that area has increased by 9% in a short period of time after Uber has made inroads. Now, therefore, a great convenience like Uber also is a mixed blessing. It has its positives, it has its negatives. Another interesting thing that I would like to bring to your attention today is that one of the largest human gatherings that is taking place is the Kumbh Mela in India. Based on the planetary positions of Sun, Moon, and Jupiter, this festival is held in Haridwar, in Ujjain, in Nashik, and in Prayagraj by rotation. About 150 million people are supposed to be gathering this time's Kumbh Mela in India. At the same time, the Chinese New Year is supposed to be one which attracts more than 450 million people. People go to their villages, towns where they formerly come from and celebrate this festival, Lunar New Year, with their families. It is based on the lunar calendar of China and is supposed to be an extremely interesting proposition. All this leads to a surge in consumer demand at that particular point of time, these religious festivals, and therefore has an economic perspective. During the Chinese New Year, people give red envelopes of money as luck to their friends and relatives, and it's supposed to be a rather interesting time of the year for the Chinese. Almost the whole of China is on holiday at this point of time. Chinese New Year is always looked after. So this increases the consumer demand during this point of time and needs to be paid attention. The priest of Chilkur Balaji temple in India, C.S. Rangarajan, is in the midst of all the CAA protests which are taking place, the Constitution Amendment Act protests, says, or rather is now insisting that that the presiding deity, the Lord Venkateshwara of Balaji temple in Chilkur, should be given citizenship first before anybody else. So the CAA protests are taking a different turn now, and the priests are attaching great religious significance to the CAA. It's a very interesting turn of events that's happening, friends, and do bear that in mind. Now, a lot of infrastructure initiatives have been taken by the Indian government to prop up the economy and also to build infrastructure which is badly needed. The thing that comes to mind is whether this infrastructure spending by the government is going to boost demand, whether it is going to help and boost the economic growth of a country. The recent results of Larsen and Toubro do not attach as much of confidence in this particular direction. At 17,249 crores of revenues in the quarter ended December 31, 2019, Larsen and Toubro has found that its infrastructure revenues have fallen for the first time in history ever. Such a deep fall in infrastructure revenues for an important company like Larsen and Toubro does not exude much confidence, shows that even the infrastructure spend is now slowing down. The government has been rapidly adding to infrastructure. However, with its mission of trying to reduce the deficit as per the objectives laid down in the FRA, or the Fiscal Responsibility Act, the infrastructure spending of the Indian government is also slowing down. Accordingly, investors should realize that when even infrastructure spending, in addition to the slowdown in consumer spending, is going to appear, there is going to be a lot of problem, and you will see that all this is going to start reflecting in the stock market values. I would not be surprised to see Iran US tensions build up in the middle of February. Along with that, the economic growth should start slowing down substantially in the last week of March. All this is going to start reflecting in the market valuations falling down. Right now, most of the stock markets are at the historic high, but do not forget that adjusted for inflation, they are still low behind. Yet, all these events are really going to add to all the woes. Not only that, the coronavirus in China is now spreading to Hong Kong and various other parts of the world. WHO, the World Health Organization, is thinking of calling it a World Health Emergency. All these are going to add to the woes. So investors, please be cautious. You have a few more weeks to clean up your profits and your books. You're going to see a lot of turbulence in world stock markets beginning the middle of February. Happy investing. Take care. Bye-bye.